Hi, I'm Meteorologist John Dissauer. Thanks for checking out my blog, new at Dissauer.com. It is Sunday, January 9th, about 7:06 to be exact. In here this morning, filling in on our weekend breakfast show on KFVS 12 for Heartland News. And I want to give you some updates as to what's going on with the weather. Not a lot has changed from what I was thinking yesterday morning and last night. The models have had some slight trend differences, but generally I'm going to kind of stay the course with the initial thought process. We have winter storm warnings to our south. We've got winter storm watches to our east, winter storm watches to our northwest, and through the KFVS viewing area we have winter weather advisories for northeastern Arkansas, the Missouri Boot Heel, and northwestern Tennessee. That's in effect from 6 p.m. Sunday evening, so tonight, through 6 a.m. Monday morning. The reason for that is this system that's down to our south, already producing tornadoes across southern Texas earlier today. The line that did that is now well offshore and heading out into the Gulf, but you can see the moisture is all moving to the east and northeast, and even already the radar is indicating, or at least the computers are indicating, a little changeover taking place across southeastern Oklahoma and into a little bit of mixed precip possibly across southern Arkansas, as there is cold air well entrenched south into the United States. Here's precision cache. You'll see how the system keeps pushing eastward, but moisture keeps getting flung to the north into that cold air. By 6 o'clock, it's through Little Rock into Memphis, bringing already heavy snow to southern Arkansas, into north central Mississippi, and soon to be Alabama. And that system starts to curl up, and you'll see it keep pushing off to the east. I've been looking at some of the forecasts for down south, and they're calling for up to 5 to 8 inches of snow across northern Mississippi. Excuse me. Maybe 7 to 8 inches of snow for northern Georgia. You can imagine what 8 inches of snow would do around here in southeast Missouri, southern Illinois, and western Kentucky. And we'll get that kind of a snow once every couple of years, but they don't get that kind of snow down to the south, so it's going to be a big, big mess down into Dixie. Here's our European model starting at 3 a.m. Monday, and you'll see how the moisture already starts to stream up into the area. Interesting to note is it tries to put a little larger area of precipitation down here over the southeast, which is all along I've kind of thought would be our one area that might see the most snow. And that could clip portions of western Kentucky as well, but I think heaviest snow amounts will come, at least in our viewing area, will be across Weakley County, Tennessee, and to the south. And again, that could clip portions of Weakley County, or I should say Callaway County, Kentucky. And that system then pushes off to the east, and we are then drying out for a little bit Monday afternoon before our next system comes in Monday night and Tuesday morning for the northern half of the area. As far as how much snow we could be talking about, this is our 9Z run of the computer models, or of the RPM model through 10 a.m. The last night I mentioned I thought the RPM was kind of out to lunch, and it's starting to come back into the lunchroom. It's getting a little bit better. I'm kind of liking some of the placement of the moisture, although, to be honest, I don't think we're going to see a half-inch north of this line. So Farmington, Cape Girardeau, I don't think that's going to be the case. Maybe a dusting in Cape. I'd be surprised if we see anything in Farmington. I think it's probably a little high in Poplar Bluff. I would go a dusting to maybe 3/4 of an inch to up to an inch. By that quarter, or 1.4 in Portersville, I've been thinking all along probably 1.5 inches possible into the Missouri Boot Heel as well as northeastern Arkansas, and then maybe anywhere from 1 inch to 2.5 inches somewhere in this general vicinity. So just southeast of Union City and including all of Weakley County, and up to 1.5 inches in Callaway County, Kentucky, or specifically the Murray area. I think that's what we could see. Now, on a bigger picture, to give you an idea what's going to be going on down south, take a look at this. New projection just coming in here on this model, and you'll see it's showing 7.5 inches of snow in Memphis. Now, right now the Weather Service is calling for, I believe, 4 to 5 for them. So this model is shifting all the heavier moisture just a little further to the north. In fact, notice on our color scheme, this color right here is, well, I can't color it. 3 to 6 would be this area right in here. So it's even trying to bring in the 3-inch mark into the extreme southern Missouri Boot Heel. And I think that's one of the reasons also why the National Weather Service has now put winter storm warnings that kind of butt up right across our southern counties, not including any of our counties, but right up against it. But 4 inches of snow possible in Nashville, 6 inches of snow in Chattanooga, and again, 7.5 inches is what this model is showing for Memphis. We'll keep it on this view because look then to our northwest and you'll see our next system that comes through here Monday night to Tuesday morning, overspreading the area with moisture. This one still has a lot of question marks with it. This is showing 1.1 for Cape. I think generally 1 to 3 north of a line roughly along here. 2 to 3, maybe 3.5 across southern Illinois, maybe a 1 to 2 here. St. Louis, I think Monday night to Tuesday morning, you could end up with 2 to 4 inches of snow there, and then maybe 3 to 4 here over into extreme southeastern Illinois into southwestern Indiana is the amounts I'm thinking right now. So I think the RPM still has a little bit to catch up with that, but it's also putting down almost 6 inches of snow in Kansas City. So we've got 2 rounds of snow to deal with. One is for tonight, especially probably after midnight through early tomorrow morning, and then again Monday night through Tuesday morning for the northern half of the area. That is the latest from here. Keep checking out the blog. As I mentioned on my previous post, there's some new things at the top of the blog, a couple tabs you can use, interactive radar, also where you can display watches and warnings. Just click on the counties and you can get then a little pop-up menu that gives you a detailed list as to what those watches and warnings are. So use those and let me know what you think of the new features here on my blog. Have a great afternoon.